Was there anything whilst you were on The Voice that you found out that you were like,
they can make you look like you're like, probably wouldn't be allowed to do that, but it's on the BBC.
Wow,
oh, I've really outed
that is-
myself for being so uncool. I signed that away, do you know what I mean?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
on the show, like I'm theirs from that part of my life. But
if you looked at me in the eyes right now,
mm-hmm.
like, what's the first thing that you would say about me? I really want to know.
Really like your nails.
Thanks, they're cool, aren't they?
That's something about you.
I got them done for you.
Yeah, I kind of, yeah.
Pink.
That's cool, isn't it? Your whole outfit, actually.
Pink.
Stealing my look.
No, never.
No.
No, you're the original. I'm just a fan. Your roots long ago are in one of the iconic reality TV shows, The Voice.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Which we won't touch on for too long.
Yeah, no,
but,
I'm happy to talk about it.
But I love it because, you know, it just shows how you keep going, you rebrand, you grow, and, you know, like this version of you was not that version on The Voice, but look at you now, like you're a global superstar.
Yeah, it's a funny one because I think everybody goes through it, particularly if they've been like doing music for ages.
Yeah.
They keep getting to an era and they're like, right, do we delete the whole last thing? I mean, I don't even know if I probably wouldn't be allowed to do that, but it's on the BBC. I signed that away. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
on the show, like it's theirs. I'm theirs from that part of my life. But even so, like even all the music that I released around that time when I was younger, I have considered sort of just wiping it from the world and then restarting again. But I don't know. I think there's just something nice about showing where you came from and showing. I've been doing this since I was 13. I was on The Voice when I was 16.
Yeah.
I'm now 27. So I like the idea that I worked for it and that things don't just happen overnight. And I think that sometimes people look like they happened overnight and then actually they've been working for years. I mean, Chappell Roan's one of them. People are like, oh, Chappell Roan just suddenly appeared.
I know.
Actually, she's been at it for years. And I like there being that there so that if I ever am to, get to a Chappell Roan level, that someone somewhere gets to look at it and be like, oh, but she was doing this for this long. And also sounded completely different. Like, me on The Voice was not me now. And that cover of Teenage Dirtbag was a real one.
But, quite a lot of people have been coming out and saying, secrets of what they found out on talent shows or, like, what that time was like for them. Was there anything whilst you were on The Voice that you found out that you were, like, mind blown?
That's a good question. I always talk about The Voice with a kindness and a softness, I guess, but also like it's an entertainment show. And I think that's what some people probably would not see as much. You kind of, especially around that time, it was very much, it's The Voice and it's focused on the singing. But really, it's still there for entertainment. Like you still get put further if you've got a story and it's good for TV, or if you've got a bit of a kind of a character, I guess. They can make you look like you're like, well, I'm going to win because I'm and then make the other person look really meek and mild and be like, oh, I think they're going to win and beat me. And then they're just creating an underdog. That was the thing that I was like, ooh. And I luckily had a friend who was on it and he really looked out for me and he was like, when you go in there, if you feel like they're asking you a question that's sort of going to maybe make you look bad, if it's just taken out of context, just make it a really unusable day. So he was like, just sit there and be like, I think, but and just do that the whole way through. And it actually worked.
The pink and black.
Yes.
It's a look. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
When did that first appear? And you were like, that's it.
It's funny because the branding thing has always been a thing, I think, for me. And it's funny you mentioned The Voice because that was where it all began. It was like just before The Voice. I had a trilby.
I know you had a trilby. This is funny.
It
a trilby.
It wasn't a proud moment for me, guys. But the point was, stop!
Sorry, did you just have one trilby?
No, I had a few.
Multiple trilbies?
I had multiple trilbies. I actually looked into getting like a custom one made.
Cool.
But it was really expensive and I didn't.
Wow,
oh, I've really outed myself for being so uncool.
Don't worry.
It's fine.
You haven't. I think you're the coolest.
Thanks.
I might have to get a personalised trilby now.
It's not saying much, is it, that you think I'm cool? Anyway, it started at festivals, and I thought, well, I'm just another girl with a guitar, because at the time that was very like singer-songwriter time. And I thought, well, how are people going to know who I am if they don't get my name, if they just come in like halfway through a set or whatever? So I was like, it's way easier for you to be like, oh, who was the girl with the hat?
With the trilby.
With the trilby.
The girl with the trilby.
Versus just the girl with blonde hair with a guitar who was singing whatever. So that's where that started. And I guess I must have always had a thing in my brain of being like, have something that's your thing. I don't know why I chose trilby. I'm glad that didn't last very long. But it lasted like 3 years. So that wasn't enough time to be wearing a trilby. And then, yeah, I guess...
Sorry. The word trilby just sounds really funny.
Trilby, she's
like,
saying...
I haven't heard it for so long.
Yeah, and now it's everywhere. But
it's back.
Then
back. 2025, the year of the trilby.
I'm gonna bring the trilby back. Get a pink trilby. Anyway, yeah, the pink thing sort of was, I guess, my adaptation of the trilby.
Well,
as I got older, and I chose pink.
Yeah.
And that long-winded story about a trilby is my answer.
It's how we got here.
I just chose to dye my hair slightly pink in like lockdown, because we all lost our minds.
Yep.
And then after that, I just, how people get like eyebrow blind or like eyelash blind when they have it. I think I got pink blind because it started like really chill, and then I just completely changed my entire wardrobe to being entirely pink, and that was my life. And then I've started bringing other colours like black in now.
Well, aren't we lucky that the trilby is in the past and the black and pink, the pink and black is here to stay?
Yeah.